Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Buffet. Today, I'm alone, and I'll be discussing the two trailers for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and I have some bad news. First of all, I know that it's been like 4 days since, like I said, oh, we're gonna get daily episodes. Oh, look, we're gonna get daily episodes. That didn't happen. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna stop promising things. If they come out daily, that's a fucking miracle. I am trying to actively catch up to everything. So if they do come out daily, then that's great. I promised it, and I'm on track. If they don't, then it might be like a few, like maybe a day or something that I take time, because sometimes I push them back because I didn't watch what I did. I didn't meet the quota of what I wanted to do that day, or maybe I'm just behind on some episodes. Maybe I'm behind on the other earlier days. Whatever. I am currently behind on these 3 episodes that are supposed to come out today. September 2nd. So yeah, I am now going through the June catalog. These are the first 3 episodes of June. So I guess that's 3 months behind. Yikers. But yeah, I'll get through them. Hopefully, it's actually gonna be somewhat daily episodes. I have watched everything like that I need to watch for these next 6 episodes, so we should be fine theoretically. But yeah. Anyways, the other bad news I want to mention, that was just like update, I guess. But the bad news I want to say is that this will be the last trailer episode that we will ever make for Media FA. And I know trailer episodes have been a thing on Media FA for a very long time. Ever since 2021 with the Doctor Strange episode. I mean, there's also a No Way Home episode, but that was because that was made because No Way Home was a really big thing that was coming out then, and wanted to make it once all the trailers and whatever the fuck, right? But we started doing more because it's more content, like we were able to do that. But that was back then when we didn't have a set schedule. I mean, we technically do now, but it's like what do you call it? We're not following it just yet. Just give me. I prom. I hopefully. I know if things don't get pushed back by any sort of means, I hope that by September we actually get. I know I've been saying, by the end of July, by the end of August. No. Hopefully, soon we get caught up, because I don't want this to extend to 2026, right? And we haven't been caught up since like January or February or something like that. So yeah, hopefully we actually get caught up. If this is a me problem, because I'm the one that's mostly in this episode, but and yeah, whatever. I'll get to it. Hopefully, right? Anyways, yeah, this will be the last trailer episode. The reason why I'm stopping making trailer episodes because they don't fit like media consumers. They don't fit with what we're currently doing, and that is like reviewing stuff like new stuff. And the problem with the trailer episodes in concept aren't that bad. The problem is that they take spots that could be given to review or to a discussion episode that you might want to do. And with the amount of things we're going to be covering now that are coming out, completely new things that are coming out now and that we have to cover, the fact is that there will be a lot more trailers that we're gonna have to cover, and trailers about stuff that I don't care about. Like Until Dawn, I got a bunch of the trailer episodes that I made for like gaming things. Like again, those episodes, I don't care about those things. I'll cover them, sure, like I will. However, trailers, like making like this whole like thing for them, like it just took up time that could be given to other stuff that we could cover. Sure, it's good to have those sort of like in between episodes, but like what about in between episodes? Like what if we want to like what if there's nothing for like an entire 2 weeks or something, right? Like what do we do then? Like trailers were there, like they were good, but sometimes they pushed back certain things that we want to cover. So there's that, right? There's that whole problem. Because the reason why this episode's coming out this time and not like when the trailer actually released, which I forgot when it was. I recently rewatched the trailer so to get like the notes and everything. But like this episode was like announced when those trailers came out. I'm not sure when. I think it was like the day of, maybe. I gotta check. Cause I know when I put it out, I just don't know like when. I can check fucking YouTube. What am I doing? But yeah, like I know I put that up pretty. It was 4 months ago. It was 4 months ago. I remember now. It was 4 months ago, like in May. Like the reason why this episode what's going to be sort of June and not like in May when those episodes like actually weren't there, and now while we're covering September, is because things just get pushed back a lot, and a lot of stuff that we were gonna cover that technically is late, but also kind of isn't late because it's kind of in this midpoint. Like some like right now, even without like the delays and like just like if we followed the release schedule, if we followed the release schedule, like stuff that came out in June and July, we're gonna cover in November. Like that's how big summer is, and like just in discussing trailers pushes things back a lot. And you could say the same thing about like gaming presentation and all that shit, but I like how many there are, but there's a controlled amount of them, you know. Like I can decipher when one will be, you know, and like plan accordingly. With this sort of thing, like it's a bit harder with trailers because trailers just come out whenever the fuck, right? And there's multiple trailers. There's like I can do like one trailer then two trailers. It's a lot. It's a lot of things. So yeah, I'm stopping making trailer episodes for the reason that there's just a lot of topics we're gonna cover. That means a lot of trailer episodes, and there are gonna be multiple trailers and all that stuff. With game presentations, there's like one every 4 to 5 months, like and of like each company. It's not that bad. It's manageable. It really is just manageable. A lot more. And even with like the rush of June, like all that stuff, like it doesn't like. Sure, maybe we won't cover a lot of things that come out. Like maybe next year, there's not a lot of big like movies coming out in like mid of June and July. It's like we have what's in 2026 again? We have Mando and Grogu for May. We have in June we currently only have Supergirl, and then in July we have Spider-Man. Like the big thing about this year is that there were a lot of stuff. There was Ballerina in June. Like we haven't covered it yet, but there's Ballerina in June, Predator in June. Not only that, but a bunch of other things. Like there's not a lot of things in June for next year, at least right now. So yeah, again, we'll see. We'll see if this changes anything. I'm not gonna stop making presentation episodes. Those were a staple. Like gaming presentations coverage as a staple. I know we do a lot more of them now, like covering like Capcom and just like a bunch of other like companies and all that stuff. But the one that does like it normally is Capcom. Like usually is Capcom, Sony. Like a big like I'm just looking for the big publishers like Capcom, Sony, Ubisoft, EA. Those two haven't done one in quite a bit, but like Capcom, Sony, Nintendo, Xbox, and obviously the two big ones that just kind of combine everyone there. Summer Games Fest, three big ones: Summer Games Fest, Gamescom, the TGA, like that. And also now the gaming stuff, like we covered Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna cover Doom the Dark Ages, Pokemon Legends ZA, Metroid Prime 4 when that comes out. Like games that I play, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'll definitely like buy them and play them. And I'm definitely gonna start like having to play Zelda games. I mean, I am, but like new Zelda games. So yeah, like there's a lot of stuff here that I gotta talk about. Anyways, let's actually get into the trailers. Not a lot I have to say about these two trailers. I want to be for the last episode, it's also the 50th trailer episode on YouTube. Not a lot to talk about, I feel. I only have 3 points because That's how I felt, really. So let's get into it, right? The toy animatronics are gonna be in this movie. They're gonna be obviously it's taking stuff from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So there's a lot of stuff involving the toy animatronics, and they're gonna be like a big thing. We have stuff from the second game. Like we have again the toys, the puppet, Balloon Boy's officially making his appearance here. Mango, like that sort of stuff. So we're getting a lot of stuff from here and there, and it takes the prequel approach, which I get, which is like the most commonly accepted approach the most commonly accepted thing when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where this is a sequel to the first movie, but the toy animatronics are from the past. They're from the original location. Maybe they were like introduced then, and something happened. But yeah, they're using like this continuity of it being of these animatronics come from the past, and now they're gonna be brought into here and whatever the fuck, right? So yeah, and that's cool. I think that's cool that they're taking these animatronics and making them like, and they're not just like, oh, like these are the new refurbished or whatever the fuck. We're gonna reopen Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, no, like, not Five Nights at Freddy's, Freddy's Pizzeria, right? No, that's not what's happening. In the movie, like they just kind of find them and now they're out there and they're hunting Abby. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna hunt. That's what they're doing. They're hunting Abby. Maybe I don't think. I know. I'm gonna get to it later. But Springtrap is in this movie as well. We saw in the second trailer. But I'm not putting my money on that. The toy animatronics are also possessed by Afton. Like they're not like controlled by Afton like they were in the original animatronics were in the first movie. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it's cool that they're taking this approach with the toy animatronics, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how they do like the toy animatronics, like how they like portray them. Because they're supposed to be like these like high tech like new like animatronics, at least in the game canon. So let's see how they actually like portray these things, and the puppet as well. Like they're not showing the puppet at all in any of the trailers, which is an interesting move because like the puppet is a character that has existed for over 11 years. Like at least in the public eye has existed for like the last 11 years. It's not this character, like it's not this mysterious character, but you know, like, and like we're obviously gonna know how it looks like because it's a fucking puppet. It's like it's a pretty simple design, so they're not going to change it a lot. Like they're not changing like the other characters, the other animatronics. But yeah, we'll see how it is, and obviously. Maybe the puppet's a lot more involved with the plot. Maybe the puppet actually wants Abby or something. Like actually like wants Abby to help them because Springtrap is still out there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, real interesting. And what they're doing. I'm interested to see how they will handle the toy animatronics. At least I'm getting the impression that they're fine enough, but we'll really see when we actually see the movie. And another thing I want to mention, the Withered animatronics. In canon, at least in the game canon, the Withered animatronics are animatronics out of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 animatronics that are later refurbished for that location. So them being here is interesting because we don't know how they would become this. It's like an interesting take because this could be like animatronics that were left behind, or like versions of the animatronics we've seen in the first movie that were left behind in this old location. And they rotted away and became like they withered away. Or this could be the ones from the first movie, just maybe after some time has passed and maybe like the thing is that makes, for me at least, that's like the logical approach, but it doesn't make sense either, because like it's not a lot of time has passed since the first movie. Like even in real time, even like living right now, the first movie is 2 years old. We're already getting the sequel. It feels like a long time ago, but Five Nights at Freddy's the movie came out 2 years ago. The sequel was pretty fast, all things considered. So I don't think a lot of the characters haven't aged a lot. Like even Abby, like child actors age really, really quickly, and they age out of roles really quickly. If it is only like 2 years after the first movie, like even then, like Piper Rubio, the actress who played Abby, she is not aged like a lot. She doesn't look all that different. I don't know how old she is, but she doesn't look. She was 10 years old. She's 12 now. I mean, she's gonna be 12 and 8 and a little bit over 2 weeks. Like 11 when they were filming it. No, it's definitely she was definitely 12. Yeah, 11 around 11, maybe like around 11. No, it had to be like 10. Yeah, 10, maybe like 11. So again, not a lot of time has passed. So I don't see how these animatronics, like the old ones, could have become so badly like withered after so little time. I can see Springtrap becoming a little bit like messed up, a little bit more messed up though. Because like, he got like fucking, he got spring locked. So, not a lot of not a lot of like shit to, not a lot of things to really be like preserved there. But yeah. I'm interested to see how they do the Withereds here, because it could be interesting in both ways. But then it'd be like, what the fuck happened to the original animatronics? Like they're just still there in this bum ass location. How the fuck does Springtrap get out? But yeah, the last thing I want to mention is the writing for the movie. One of my big complaints about Five Nights at Freddy's, the first movie, is that it felt like a movie made for fans, and that is sometimes a good thing for these video game adaptations, However, it felt it in the wrong ways, where if you weren't a fan of the property, if you weren't a fan of FNAF, because honestly, who doesn't know a lot about FNAF? But there's some people out there who probably went to see the movie who don't know a lot about FNAF. So the first movie had this problem, I think, of it being a good movie for the fans who understood this, but there were certain elements within the movie that a lot of people who maybe aren't as versed in the lore as some other people are, maybe they don't understand it as well. So maybe people would get lost. I think people would get lost in the movie, like if they just did not know what was going on with the lore. That's a big complaint I have with the movie as a whole. So yeah, hopefully the writing. I know Scott Cawthon's doing the writing here, which he's the same writer as the first movie. Hopefully he learned from his mistakes. Hopefully it's a little bit more like people can ease into it a lot more instead of just kind of relying on like learning stuff that they learn off the internet of a one guy map at. But yeah, hopefully it's a little bit more tight there, and also some of the dialogue in the trailer is a bit funny, where like what's her name, Vanessa goes and says they're out there, and Mike is out there like where, like everywhere. It's like, come on, man, no, not like this. Yeah, hopefully hopefully it's not exemplary of the writing that's like throughout the movie. Hopefully it's a lot more like you can ease into a lot more, not have to like learn a bunch of other shit about it. They're already explaining this with animatronics, which is good enough for me. Like they're at least explaining what they are, and the fact that they're like old versions of the ones we saw in the first movie. So yeah, Hopefully the writing is a lot better in this movie. For at least for me, that's why I gave it a B tier. Like it's a good movie for fans. Like at least the first movie, it's a good movie for fans. But like if you're not a fan, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, no. I think that's really it. All I gotta say. I talked a lot, a lot of like I talked very fluidly there. I don't know if you guys caught all that. I was in the zone, fucking doing this episode. But yeah. I'm very excited. I want to know, you guys, are you excited for FNAF? For the second FNAF movie? Leave in the comments below, and also leave all your theories, all your like wants for the movie, all your speculation down in the comments below. All of our socials in the description. If you wanna follow us, you can follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you wanna give us your feedback, you can like or dislike us on YouTube and or rate us on Spotify. So yeah, that is about it. See ya.